Hi everyone, this is Crafting Vicky and I'm here to share with you a little album that I made. It's a special little album that I made for my stepmom, and this time around I wanted to keep the spine. I didn't want to cover it, so I undid the book and I kept the spine intact, and I put the signatures on a cardboard to then glue it back into the book. I realized afterwards that I had done a mistake, but I'm hoping it wasn't obvious because otherwise I would have seen it before. But the title of the book is upside down. The funny thing is, it's called L'âme de l'adolescent, which is the soul of teenagers. And I think I'm going to tell her that it's basically because teenagers are always upside down and a mess. So that's why it's upside down. And I didn't put anything on the cover because I totally love the vintage look of this book, and I didn't want to alter it. I could have, but I just couldn't I couldn't do anything. It was just gorgeous the way it is, and I like the vintage feel of it. So here is my flip through for you. You have to know that my stepmom totally loves rabbits, so this book is all about rabbits and it's all for her. So here it is, and you can see this page, the back and the front were the inside page. So when I ripped off the book, I kept those and I recovered the front and the back, so it looks like the original book, which I really love. This first signature, I did all kinds of little talk spots. There's one here that I didn't use. This is a little tag that I'm going to write my little story about the title, Upside Down. Here's another one. There's a tuck spot here that you could use. This is a little rabbit, and the little rabbit images, I didn't write anything on the back. She can always write something if she wants. I got most of them from Graphic Fairy, and I will be linking Graphic Fairy in my video down below. I purchased the she has a subscription that you can purchase, and it's really worth it because she's got a lot of vintage image, and you can use more of them if you purchase the and you support her, obviously. And I thought it was a great idea, and I'm going to be using more of her vintage image in some other crafts that I make. This is the leftover of a border that I use later on in the book. It's a little sticker border, and I thought it was just so cute, and it was perfect accent for this. This, I added a little sentiment. It's going to be one of the little tags that one of my kids will fill out. I gessoed all the pages because I thought the paper was too bright, too intense. Sorry about this. The phone rang, so I had to go and pick it up. So I was saying how I gessoed all the pages because of the fact that I thought the paper was very bright, a little bit too much, and I wanted to have a unified look throughout the book. So just a light wash over all the pages, I think, really unified the look. I also did some stitching throughout the book. All those elements are all stitched on, which gives some fun texture. So here's one of the borders that I stitched. I thought it was just adorable. More bunnies. Here's a little card, and you pull it out, and I used the leftover of the flowers and just a little sentiment on the back. Then you put it back in. Here's the border I was talking about with the butterfly. So I cut it off to make it fit and reuse those. Another little border with the bunnies, and I used the leftover of that border here with another little sentiment and stitch the pocket. Stitch here too. This one I put some bling on it. And I had some ephemeras with a lot of butterflies, so I used those. A little rabbit, another tag for my kids. This is one of the big flowers that I've end made and stitched, and you can find those in my Etsy store if you're interested. So I will be putting down the link below as well, and they're not that expensive. So more stitched around here, another little tuck space with more rabbit, another little tag. I could have tucked something here too, didn't want to have too much tags in it. This one is a little library card, and those two you can find in my Etsy store. And I put a little rabbit on one side and a little sentiment on the other. They're all coffee stained, and so all unique. And I'll put, well, you'll have the link to my Etsy store so you can see those. There's all kinds of goodies in my Etsy store. Here's another little tag with another little sentiment on the back. And again, there was another tuck spot here. Little image here. Little tuck spot here. Another one of my flowers from my Etsy store. Another tuck spot. Here is something that I got as a rack for one of my swaps that I had done in International Crafters, and I used it here to make a little pocket, and I added some washi tape. This page was too big for the book, so I used it to make a flap, and so I can tuck this in. A little card that I've put with a little rabbit image, more bling, another little tuck spot here with a little wording on the back, and more bling on this to unify the look. Here's another little tuck spot with a little card and a little message, and it's the envelope of that card which has been stitched on the card. And I put a little rabbit here, a little rabbit here, more little flowers and things that I received in swaps. Another little tag for one of my kids, some lace, a little doily, and makes a great tuck spot here and here on the back. Another little tuck spot, and this one is actually, and there could be one here too. This one here, this is the backing of a package that I had gotten. I think it's Prima, and it's the back of it, and I just thought it was pretty, so I decided to use it, and I used some Martha Stewart on it. Whoops, my little image fell. Here's the last little image, and it goes right here, and this is a button I found in one big bag of buttons that I purchased at a thrift store. I love it. And here, this was already on the book, so I just decided to put a little tag on it, and the last little rabbit. So here's my little book, and you can see you can't really tell unless you go into the middle of the, can't really tell that it's been done differently, but you can see here the cardboard and how I tied it up, and I used some tape on it to make it more sturdy and more long lasting. So that's it for me. Hope you like it. Bye.